And we're just underway here with our next match. Started a little bit early, in fact. It's Matthew Stevens against Ben Harrison. Matthew, currently 12th in the world. Ben making his TV debut. He's an amateur from Hawkeridge in Wiltshire. 21 years of age. Big day for him. So apologies that we missed the start of the match, but it started earlier than intended. First to four of it.
Foul. Miss. Matthew Stevens for.
Well, this is the big league, isn't it? For Ben, he's playing one of the game's greats in Matthew Stevens on television. It's a rather alien environment for him, and already in this opening frame he finds himself snooker behind the brown.
Yes, it wasn't a bad attempt.
Foul. Miss.
Well, again, very close. Can Matthew Stevens be tempted by this red? To the left corner. I actually think he's trying to hit the red by the black spot. It's very risky if he's playing to hit that red, because he'll leave the red on in the middle pocket. Yeah, that's better.
Do you remember your TV debut, Joe? I know it's a long time ago, but...
Yeah, especially when I say last century. I think, I'm not sure, I think it was the Tyne-Tees television tournament that I was fortunate enough to win. Beat Graham Miles, and he was giving me 14 start, and I made the highest break as an amateur at that time. I won 40 in the final. It was it was a fantastic tournament, and I've been trying to get hold of the video, but nobody seems to know where it is. I've even applied to Tyne-Tees television, but no joy. Anybody's got one, let me know. I think your mate commentated on that final, David, Clive Everton.
There's every chance, I would say.
Well, he did. So, red over this corner pocket for Matthew Stevens. And could have had a kind of kiss. I can remember thinking, though, at the time when I was playing in it, that I was very, very nervous. In fact, I could hardly hold my cue. I started one of the earlier round matches. Jimmy White and Tony Mayo played in the tournament. 1978 it was.
Matthew Stevens.
1978.
I'm not going to be cruel enough to ask if it was in black and white.
I was only 5.
Well, it's a milestone, isn't it, for Ben? He's only 21. He's still an amateur. In fact, he was runner-up recently in the English Amateur Championship. Takes some doing to get that far in the tournament, so he's clearly a great prospect. But as I say, a milestone today, his first television appearance, and that's the beauty of these Players Tour Championship events. A chance for amateur players to come through and take their place on the main table.
Yeah, and this will keep him going for a little while, having experienced this with Matthew Stevens. Gives him some idea of what's to come. If he keeps putting all the hard work in, gets the breaks, as you were saying. So red to the right centre. Or is it the baulk corner? It's the baulk corner. Oh, well, that was never easy. Played it in such a way as it wasn't going to leave anything except the red he was playing on. And it'd been nicely on the pink to come back down the table for the reds had it gone in.
Ben started playing snooker at the age of 9 on a family holiday. In fact, it was pool that he first took to, and then moved on to snooker.
Cracking pot. Now, can he see enough of the blue? Yep.
Six.
Now, just needs to have a little think here. If he plays for the pink, he may tie it up a little. If he plays for the blue and just remove one or two of those reds by the pink spot.
7.
That'll do nicely.
12.
Played for the pink this time round.
He said on Twitter he was hoping, the one thing he was hoping was that his hair would stand up to the occasion. Well, I think it's passed the test. It's nice to have the choice. And from his tweets, I know how enthusiastic he is about his snooker. He practices as much as he can. Trying to get on that main tour. Did play in the Q School, didn't come through this year.
Well, it looks pretty tight. Maybe take the red by the black spot first and get better on that red if he decides to take it.
Well,
he could get it quite easily.
You'll notice it's not just the players that are in polo shirts, the referee as well is Joey Ector. Dress code has been relaxed for this tournament.
Just overdone that, and he's struggling with the speed of this table and the reaction that
26.
he's getting from the cue ball. You really have to come right up the cue ball when you're playing those little stun shots. Otherwise you impart too much screw on the cue ball, and he's just found that out.
Ben Harrison, 26.
Now that's a good pot. Played that cue ball back to baulk just in case. And he's got too good a cue ball there. It's going to be difficult to roll up behind the yellow here. So playing the brown, trying to bring that cue ball back to where it is now. Just got to try and cover that red over the right corner. Well, that was a terrible shot. He played there, Matthew Stevens. Good 3 foot out with his position of play of the white. So a half chance this for Ben Harrison. Not an easy pot, but a chance. Fortunate, caught the pink thin. And another half chance. Red to the right corner. Well, it was a good pot, but he would have dearly liked to kiss on the pink.
Ben Harrison, 1.
That's unintended contact with the middle pocket there. Well, he's got a good cue ball, but he's brought a red over the left side of the table. One over the right side as well, but I don't think you can see that one. Very difficult pot, this one.
Well, a rather scrappy start, but maybe that's not such a bad thing for Ben Harrison. It gives him a chance to just get a bit of table time here. He won 2 matches yesterday in the amateur round, so he's had a bit of snooker already here in Rotterdam to get through to face Matthew Stevens today. But of course this is a big step up, not just because of who he's playing, but the fact that he's on the main table.
Yes, it was a difficult shot he was attempting there. And he's left an easy chance for Matthew Stevens. Colours not easy though. Needs to bring that red into play by the middle pocket.
Five. Foul.
Well,
Matthew Stevens.
again, that's Kevin Matthew.
Harrison 4.
He's playing the cue ball in that area.
One.
Yeah, good pot, but he's lost the cue ball. And as David said, it's a scrappy frame, this opening frame. And if it does attempt this yellow, he's going to more or less come across the yellow spot to try and develop the reds. Too hard for one, not hard enough for the other.
Ben Harrison.
Had quite a few matches finish already today. Robert Milkins we saw win his match earlier on. There have been wins for Stuart Bingham, Tom Ford, Marcus Campbell, Sam Baird, Martin O'Donnell, and a new professional, Hamed Mir. A lot more snooker to come today. They play half the draw down to the last 16 today, half tomorrow, and then last 16 onwards on Sunday. €25,000 to the winner.
Well, it was a good pot, but not a good kiss.
Well, it's just been that sort of frame, and you can sort of see the funny side.
Yeah, couldn't even land it behind a colour. But that's a pretty good safety. He's brought the green into play. It's a good long pot.
Yes, he made a good start to the season, Matthew Stevens. He got to the semi-finals of the Wuxi Classic and also the last 16 of the first European Tour event in Bulgaria, so played quite a bit of snooker already in this campaign.
Well, again, that was so unfortunate for Ben Harrison to catch the red thin. And a kiss off the other red sends it over the corner pocket. It's very tight, but I think he'll be able to just slightly swerve this with a touch of left-hand side.
One.
If he was attempting to get onto the red, wasn't a good attempt. And this hasn't worked out too well either.
Matthew Stevens, 3.
I expected that red just to bounce a little more. Whoever does get this last red, well, if it's Matthew Stevens, if he can take a blue with it, he wouldn't need the pink and black. So, chance. Ben Harrison wouldn't need the pink and black.
One.
Well, that was an excellent positional shot. Just the brown and blue needed.
Well, in fact, snooker already needed with the brown going in, and I don't think he'll miss this either. So, a good start. It's been a scrappy frame, yes, but Ben Harrison on his TV debut looks like he's going to win it.
20.
And that will settle him down.
Ben Harrison, 20. And the frame.
He leads 1-0. Good start for the amateur. Chances on either side. It was a scrappy frame though. Ben Harrison then leads Matthew Stevens 1-0.